Thanks for tuning back in. We are live here at the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center with our second guest, Jennifer Luxmoore from Sin Bakery.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, no problem.
Absolutely. So Sin Bakery, located on Westminster Street in Providence, and you're definitely involved with the holiday spirit, helping us all with our sweet treats. And I have to say, it's my favorite part of the holidays. The
Mine
dessert
too.
table, I could completely forego Christmas dinner and just go with the candy, the pies, and all the cake.
Me too.
Absolutely.
I'm right there with you.
Yes. Well, you must have a sweet tooth. You spend all day around sugary treats. I can only imagine little tastes here and there. You must love sweets. You must love sugar.
I do, but I've had enough that I don't eat a ton of it every day. I have
Just
a
a little
little,
bit. Yes.
half a cookie here, a little
Okay.
bit of brownie there, but yeah.
It must be different when you're surrounded and you look at it all day.
Yes,
Definitely.
definitely.
Of course. So tell me a little bit about yourself, your background, and how you came to open Sin.
So I used to work in media, and I was at a radio station, and they had a thing. Someone had won Powerball, and they were like, "What would you do if you won $300 million?" My answer was, I would open a bakery. So I actually thought about that, and I looked into Johnson & Wales, and they had a continuing ed program, so I went to school on the weekends, and one thing led to another, and I started making custom cakes, wedding cakes and birthday cakes, and then we expanded and kept growing, and eventually moved over to our new spot about a year and a half ago, and 1413 Westminster is where we're located, and we now have all of our custom cakes, our wedding cakes, but we also have a full line of coffee, muffins, cinnamon rolls in the morning, and then we do wine and beer and cocktails with dessert plates Thursday through Sunday evenings.
Okay, so you guys have a whole lot more going on
We have a
than
lot.
just a regular bakery.
Yeah.
But I love that story because you really took something, you had the idea of what could I do to make me happy in life? You know, if money was just,
Not an
at
object.
my fingertips, what would I do with it all? And, really pursuing that. You don't need to win the lottery. You can just really kind of pursue your dreams. And that is what I love the most about your story.
Thanks. yeah.
Absolutely. And so you've moved around, but you've settled in Westminster.
Yes.
And you have your lovely bakery. And I just think that it is a great space. It's nice and bright and very welcoming, and really nice to sit down and enjoy a sweet treat.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and like you had mentioned, you're not just a traditional bakery where you have your baked goods. You also have your coffee, your custom cakes, and also a bar.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about your bar program, what kind of cocktails you're mixing up, because you guys have really interesting cordials and libations that that I haven't really seen many other places. So I love to hear about it.
So our bar program, our current bartender is Alyssa, and Katie's our trainee, and they are just incredible. So we have our regular dessert menu. It's 7 desserts based on the 7 deadly sins, sloth, greed, envy, lust. And then with each of those desserts, they have paired a cocktail to go with them. It kind of matches the flavor, like the lust is a chocolate tiramisu, and it has like a coffee Negroni that goes with
that
it.
is lovely.
We have a sloth cheesecake, which is a chocolate cheesecake with a cherry ice cream, and we have a black forest cocktail that goes with it, so it has that chocolate and cherry in it. But then also, I just can't stop her from coming up with new drinks, and so she has her own little special menu that she changes up like weekly, and so there's now Christmas things on it, peppermint martinis
Oh my
and
gosh.
eggnog things, and it's just, she does wonderful stuff.
Sounds like she's very creative.
So she's there Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay.
And then on Monday and Tuesdays, we close earlier, but if you wanted a glass of wine or a glass of beer, we could do that.
Okay.
You do not want me making you a
Mixing
cocktail,
up the cocktails.
but I can pour a glass of wine.
Okay, you can handle the wine, absolutely, definitely. So what times are you open? How late, I should say, are you open?
We open at 7 o'clock
Okay.
every day.
Yeah.
Except Sunday is 7:30, but
Sleep in
doesn't
a little
really
bit,
matter.
it's okay.
We close at 7 p.m. on Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
We close at 10 o'clock on Wednesday, and then 11 o'clock Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we close a little earlier on Sunday.
Okay, I understand that.
Yeah.
So you have some fantastic hours because really, I think about when I go out to dinner and maybe I don't want to have dessert at the restaurant. I really want to just, I'm already full, need a little bit of time to digest. I want to go out for dessert and a cocktail, and I really can't think of anywhere that you can go after dinner and have both together.
No, there isn't. So unless you want to go to a brand new restaurant,
Right,
by that
exactly.
time they're closing up and they're kind of settling down. Where we really get our rush after dinner.
Right.
So people are coming, they're moving from one place, they don't want to end their night, they want to have another cocktail, or they want to have a little something to share. They come over and we're there for them.
Right. And I really love your 7 Deadly Sins. It really is just so very fitting for the name Sin Bakery. And really, they're beautifully plated, like handcrafted, really gorgeous dishes. Not just, I'm getting a cookie or a brownie. These are really well thought out platings.
Yep. Our dessert person, Brooke, we will be starting our spring menus like in April, but she's working on them now. So she spends a lot of time developing the recipes, figuring out what we want to do, and then we go through plating designs, and no, we don't like that one, different plating designs. So it's a process. It's not something that she's like just scribbling some chocolate sauce on and here you go. She really kind of thinks about everything that goes on that plate, from the design work and the sauces to the actual item.
Absolutely. And then we're making it one step further and we're pairing them with cocktails.
Yeah.
That is really, really amazing.
It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
We get to do a lot of testing.
Yes, I believe it. I wouldn't hate that job at all, for sure. So what do we have going on for the holidays? You guys must be just cranking busy with lots of sweets, cakes, pies, all the liking.
We are. So our last day for ordering Christmas desserts is tomorrow.
Okay.
So we've gotten most of them. If you still need something, give us a call ASAP. But if you need one of those little last-minute stocking stuffers, or you're going to someone's house Christmas Eve and you want to bring something, we have a lot of little stuff like that. So peanut brittle, toffee, peppermint bark, hot cocoa, and marshmallows.
Oh, that's so cute.
Chocolate peanut butter cups.
So this is a chocolate peanut butter cup.
Yep.
I have not seen one this big. Oh my God, this would be what I would want in my stocking. That's amazing.
Mugs, and we also, of course, have gift cards. You don't want to spend a lot of money, but you want to give a little $5 gift card so they can get some coffee or something.
Yeah.
So all these are great stocking stuffers or hostess gifts.
Really?
Our cocoa, we make our cocoa from scratch.
You do?
Yes. So
okay, and what's that process like? I guess I've never really thought of that.
Yep, so this is our base that we start with. And you mix this with cream and some whole milk, put it on your stove, heat it up, and you get wonderful hot cocoa.
Silky, luscious hot cocos.
Yes.
And then pop one of these very cute little square marshmallows right on top.
Yep. Again,
and now are these also house-made as well?
Oh yeah, everything's house-made.
That is amazing.
All of our syrups for our coffees, house-made. Peppermint mocha, house-made.
Wow.
Like gingerbread syrup.
It doesn't get better than that.
No,
when it's house-made, it just makes all the difference.
Yep.
Yes.
We do everything from scratch.
Wow. Now, what kind of holiday orders are you taking for those who are like last minute trying to jump in and grab something for the holidays?
We are doing pies, your 3 traditional pies, the pumpkin, the apple, and the pecan. And then we have a bûche de Noël, which is the Yule log.
Oh, very nice.
So the roll log with the chocolate buttercream.
Really gorgeous.
We have cookie platters. We have 3 different cheesecakes: the pumpkin cheesecake, the goat cheese cheesecake, which is incredible.
Wow.
And
goat
also
cheese cheesecake.
Yeah, our hot chocolate cheesecake.
Hot chocolate cheesecake.
Yes.
And I'm assuming that you're using your base.
We're not, actually. It's a chocolate cheesecake, has many of the same components, but not using the cocoa base.
Gotcha.
And then it's topped with a ganache layer, and little marshmallows
gosh.
are thrown on top.
Oh my goodness.
It's beautiful to look at and even better tasting.
I can imagine, definitely. So if you're looking for your last minute, you're cutting it down to the wire, you have until tomorrow to place your orders with Sin Bakery. But like we said, we also have some great stocking stuffers or little gifts to bring along as well.
Yep.
Awesome. So
and
you
we
still
also
have time.
Cakes and cupcakes and everything in our case daily.
So that's good to know as well. So up until Christmas, if you're like looking for, bringing a half a dozen cupcakes with you to a party, or you're just grabbing a cake, whatever it might be, you can still grab some of the pastries that you keep in-house daily.
Yep.
Awesome. So tell me about your custom cakes, because you really, I think it's crazy. Sometimes I'll be scrolling on Instagram and I'll see something, and then I'll realize that it's a cake. It'll be, an object like a car or something, or a briefcase. And I'm like, oh, that's a briefcase. And I'm like, no. This is posted by Sin. This is made of cake, and it's just crazy. It's like you shape-shift anything to make it out of cake.
It's a lot of fun.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have a lot of fun with it, and we love it when people come up with like really unique things. My specialty is making cakes that look like food. So I just recently did a stack of pancakes. If somebody wants a cake that looks like a hot dog or a burger,
that is
like
so
that
cool.
is my thing. but we just have incredible, talented staff, and they can do anything. The unicorn cakes, the princess cakes, the Minecraft cakes, the Lego cakes.
All those popular kids' birthday party cakes that really, wow, the kids love them and they just look so cool.
And then for weddings, we do stuff from really simple basic buttercream with, flowers and herbs to really elaborate, like Art Deco with gold and silver and black. I don't know that there has been a cake that we haven't been able to do.
You're ready to take on any challenge.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
What is the craziest kind of cake that you have seen or a request to transform a cake into?
We had someone for a wedding that wanted Mothra and Godzilla as cake toppers, and then a scene painted on the side of the cake of Mothra and Godzilla like fighting it out over Newport.
What?
Yeah.
Over Newport?
Over
they're
Newport.
On the bridge, they're tearing each other apart. That is crazy. So were you able to do it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely.
We did it.
So these are die-hard Godzilla fans.
Yes, it was.
Oh my gosh, and I take it they're from Newport. Had a beautiful wedding.
Their wedding was in Newport.
I wonder if anything
beautiful.
else was Godzilla themed.
I'm not sure. Unfortunately, we don't get to stay and see a lot of these
Yeah.
things that happen. We just did at the Roger Williams Botanical Garden
Oh, beautiful.
Peter Pan themed.
Wow.
So they had us do the silhouettes of the kids like
Yes.
flying in the sky. And then she's like, can you make the top fake? Because we're going to have someone steal the cake and they're going to take Captain Cook's arm or hook and throw it into the cake and run off with it.
What?
I'm like, that sounds like a really fun wedding.
Yes, it sounds like theatrical. It's like a production. You have
Yes.
to hire Captain Hook to come in and steal the show,
So
steal the
I
cake.
wish I could have been there. That sounds like
that
it would have
sounds
been
like-
a lot of fun.
People get very creative, and that's fun that you can kind of express yourself in your wedding cake or your birthday cake or whatever it might be, the celebration. Really, you can, whatever your imagination is, Sim can really make it. Because
Yeah,
if you can put
we can.
Godzilla on a wedding cake, you can do anything you want, really.
You can. Like,
Yes.
be creative. This is the one aspect of your wedding that you can really have a lot of fun with. Like, a lot of the stuff you kind of have to be, wedding-ish.
Yes.
But if you can have a little creativity, the wedding cake is where it can be done.
Absolutely. Pancake wedding cake. I'm getting married next year, so maybe I'll have a pancake wedding cake.
There you
'Cause
go.
I love pancakes. Those are definitely my favorite. How many wedding cakes would you say in a year you will make?
Oh, I don't know that I've actually counted up.
Too many to count.
We do, like, max is maybe 7 or 8 a weekend.
Oh, a weekend. Oh my gosh.
It really depends on where they get delivered to.
Okay.
So if we can fit the deliveries in, so we're doing probably a few hundred wedding cakes a year.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so you at this point are like a pro when it comes to wedding cakes. And
Yes.
what is the radius for delivery for a wedding cake?
We'll pretty much deliver anywhere if you want to pay for it.
Okay.
We just went up to the Boston Aquarium.
Wow.
That was a fun delivery.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we're Rhode Island, Newport, Narragansett, Fall River, Providence. We're all over the place.
Definitely.
Cranston, Rhode Island.
Of course. Now, I've always thought about this, delivering a wedding cake is a very delicate process.
Yes,
So,
yes, it
we
is.
have to make sure that it's kept at the right temperature. We have to make sure that nothing topples over. Is it stressful? Like, what is the process looking like for you guys?
I've been doing this for 12 years, maybe a little more, and it is still stressful. I still, like, a little anxious when I pick up the cake, when I put it in the car, but we have, processes in place. So we know how to stack it. We know how high to stack it.
Okay.
Sometimes we're still assembling on site,
Okay.
and we're taking pieces and we're doing assembly
Wow.
there.
Okay.
We also have a cake safe, it's called. It's actually made here in Rhode Island.
Really?
And it's this plexiglass thing where you can put the cake in, and a metal rod goes down through the middle of the cake.
Wow.
And it
So
holds
it really
that
keeps it
cake.
secure. So,
yeah.
if you hit a pothole
It's
in Rhode
fine.
Island, the
I
cake isn't going
love that
tumbling.
thing.
That is awesome. So then do you just fill in the top where
Yep,
the
you just
rod
have to
was?
fill in the top, and usually there's a topper or there's
Yeah, so it
flowers.
covers it right on top.
Just cover it. But yeah, delivery is still
It's
a little
definitely-
like, it's
It's
stressful.
intimidating
Yeah,
for sure.
it
You
is.
never just know. It's especially like you said, the many tiers. if you have to assemble when you get there, just to play it safe, and any precautions that you have to take. It's a big day, and wedding cakes are expensive. You don't want anything going wrong with the cake, because like we have seen, they can sometimes be the center of attention.
We've had a couple of last-minute phone calls from a caterer friend or a bride who's like, can you bring a cake over? I gave it to my best man, and he was supposed to bring it, and it's all over the back of his trunk.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh.
So
tragic.
Yes, so we have been able to help out in a few of those cases, because moving a cake is difficult.
I can tell.
If you don't have practice, it's a stressful, difficult thing to do.
Definitely. That is, well, props to you for being able to do it 200 times in a year. That sounds like 200 days of stress. Yes, of course. Of course, you have your help, and they're there to guide you to get everything ready to go.
Yes.
Awesome. Absolutely. So for the holidays, like we said, definitely check out Sin Bakery. Place your orders if you really need to last minute. Get your cupcakes, brownies, pastries for Christmas morning maybe, and your stocking stuffers ready to go. Where can we find you on social media so we can stay up to date with everything that's going on?
Social media, we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Sin Desserts. And
Desserts.
Look us up, follow us, let us know what you think.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me
You're
today.
welcome.
I really appreciate you bringing all of these sweet treats. And for all of those who are viewing, until next week, I hope you all have a very happy holiday, and much best wishes to you and all of your family. Don't go anywhere. We have Kate Nagel coming up at 4 o'clock, and I'm your host, Laura Afonso. Happy holidays.